Think about a struggle your classroom, school, or district faces. Could technology help you solve it? Let's take a look at how technology has helped this school.
We realized that our kids were getting late to class, they were missing learning time. We said, well, what if we give students the power to go where they need help, as opposed to where we think that they need to go. When a student is late for class, either excused or unexcused, they come up and they just punch in their student ID number and they have a pass to go to class. So we've been using devices similar to this for about 5 years. We went to the Tardy Kiosk at the beginning of this year. Working with Skyward and Sty, we implemented the Tardy Kiosk this year, and it puts the information right into Skyward. It really has cut down a lot of the work. We wanted to set this up so they could be free to go, but yet when their parent called and said, I need Johnny, we know exactly where they are. We have one in every classroom. They just come in, just their lunch number or their ID, and they just punch it in, and that records the location and the time as where they're checking in at. It really has expanded as people have seen the vision of what it can do. So now we're using it for lunch, they use it for different events, dances, and those kind of things. The majority of students that use it understand that we're doing this for their benefit. We tried to explain to them that this is to give them more opportunity within the school. In real life, you are responsible for yourself. When you go to a job, you sign in, so you make sure you get paid. We want to free up our students and our teachers to go about the business of learning, and these technology changes have helped us do that. We look at how do we utilize the things that we have more, and as we look at Skyward, we see a lot of pieces that are there that we're using. Could we squeeze more value out of that? We feel like we've been able to do that.
Cash flow and the revenue aspect of a school is the attendance, which is why it's so critical whatever state you're in, the attendance, that's how you get funded. There are consequences to making bad decisions. Schools teach that too. When a student figures out that they're at 9 tardies, students go, whoa, my mom and dad are getting the same text at the same time I am. So you shape behavior. The student has that responsibility and the parent has the visibility to enforce that.
If a parent has asked their child to go to get additional help in math and they sign in, it marks them present with the math teacher, and that comes across the parent's screen so they know, hey, I asked you to go to math today for study hall, why didn't you go there? Security is one of their top goals. By having positive attendance, you actually have a mechanism to see who's in what classroom at what period in time. Because if there is ever an emergency, that is the most valuable piece of information there is to people that are going to come in and try to resolve whatever the situation is. If we would have to evacuate the building and then reconvene at another point, we would bring over laptops and then have all the students sign in using positive attendance.
We know still from a security standpoint who's safe and who isn't. Pretty powerful information to have. That information literally can save lives.